All right, hello everyone, and welcome to today's live session of candle making. So, my name is Natasha, and today we're going to go through how to make your very own candles in the comfort of your own home. All right, so we have our candle making kits over here. I will give you guys a little tour of what we include in these kits a little later. For now, we'll get started in our candle making. All right, so this is a chance for you guys to really ignite a new hobby, new passion, or if you already love to create candles, this will be a fun experience to do it along with others, like-minded people with similar interests, all right? So we're just going to get started now. We have all the items we need on the table today. First things first, we're going to start boiling a pot of water. So we're using a double boiler method for today. So you can just put your pot of boiling water on, and we're just going to let that simmer. And now we're going to get into our soy wax. So we have 150 grams of soy wax here, pre-packed in our kits, but today we'll just do the measuring together. So if you have a weighing scale, that would be really great. All right, so we have a melting pot here. You're just gonna pour, so make sure you calibrate your weighing scale to 0 grams when the melting pot's on it. All right, and we're gonna aim to pour 150 grams of soy wax. So just get that in. It should be perfectly pre-packed already, but if you do want to go through the whole process with me today, you can. If you already enjoy making your own candles and you have your own type of wax at home, there are so many different types of wax you can use. Beeswax. I prefer soy wax because yeah, it's just like non-toxic and vegan friendly. Yep, it's great. So there we go. 150 grams should be perfect amount. Okay, so now we're going to place our melting pot over the boiling water. It's okay if it's not 100% at boiling point, but it would be faster if it was. And yeah, so this is what the actual wax looks like. So if you do have bigger chunks like this, what I recommend doing is using a spoon or just using your fingers to break it down, just so it melts a little faster, because then you will have uneven melted wax, so some bits will melt really fast and the bigger bits will take really long to break down. So if you want to avoid that and you want to speed up the process, you can just use your fingers to lightly break the wax apart. This is one of my favorite parts because I find it super satisfying and like, yeah, I don't know, I just love it. Very ASMR vibes, you know. Okay, now we just place the melting pot. Very easy to use. There's a clasp here, so you don't have to hold it over your pot. You can just clasp it on just like that. Very easy. So now we're just going to wait for our wax to slowly melt. This process is generally very fast. I would say the whole candle making process shouldn't take you more than half an hour. So you can grab a spoon and just stir it in. So we're just going to wait till the wax reaches about 79.5 degrees Celsius before we remove the melting pot from the double boiler, all right? Okay, so while waiting for your wax to melt, we'll go straight into our candle jar and our wick. So today we're going to be using a rope wick, just like this. So it has a little metal clasp at the bottom. And what you're going to do is use the stickers that we also do provide, by the way. Just stick it on the base, just like that. Now we can open our jar, this nice wooden lid, and you're just going to stick it in the middle of the jar. Okay, so the sticker should stick on nicely there. You can use your fingers, or if you have a rod or a spoon or something to help you, just push down that base. And I like to use this metal tool. It's very easy to use. It just helps keep your wick in place. So just place it in the hole. It keeps it nice and straight, just like that. So this is what you want, all right, guys? So make sure the sticker is nicely kept in the middle so that you'll have a nice and even burn throughout the candle, okay? So we can just leave that there. Check on our wax. So usually in terms of the number of wicks that you use, the ones that we do offer are the perfect size for this diameter. But sometimes when you have smaller ropes or smaller wooden wicks, You might have to use multiple just to ensure that you really utilize the entire candle and it doesn't stop burning halfway through. And also to ensure there's no random dips in the candle, it burns evenly throughout. So it's a smoother burn. So just stirring in the wax. It's already starting to melt. Like I said, if you do have bigger chunks, just break them down with a spoon or a spatula, right? So very satisfying. Yeah, you can kind of just play with it a little. So this can be a little messy sometimes, so do make sure you have a cloth or tissue around to keep your counter clean. We hate mess. It's a pain to clean up. All right, so just a little fun fact about candles. So like I said, we are using soy wax, which is the non-toxic wax. It is vegan friendly. It also doesn't trigger any types of allergies. Also, yeah, just a fun fact about candles. So colored candles, candles with fragrances, scented candles, these were all introduced actually not too long ago, only in the 80s. And they were kind of promoted and marketed as luxury gifts, which is a great idea. So candles are really thoughtful, nice gifts that you can give to your loved ones, to friends, to family, to anyone really. It's a nice and thoughtful gift, and it's even nicer when it was made with your own hands. So it's a very thoughtful gift. And there's so many different things that can make your candle unique. You can implement different colors, different fragrances. Um, yeah, so it's really up to you what you're trying to go for. So nowadays there's this thing that's coming in trend. It's called chakra candles, which are basically healing candles. So these candles are used to help unlock specific energy centers in the body. So it can be like your root chakra, which is at the bottom of the feet, where it makes you feel grounded, safe. Um, yeah, so this is when you incorporate the color red in your candle, and maybe the scent of sandalwood. So there are many different scents and colors that can trigger different emotions. So this can be something to think about if you're creating a gift for someone. So example, like it's your mom's birthday, it's coming up soon, and she struggles to get a good night's sleep. You can implement lavender to help soothe her mind. She can burn it before bed. Even the color purple just to relax her. So really there's so many different routes you can take with candles, very flexible. All right, so we're just letting that finish off breaking down. So remember, we're going to wait till it reaches 79.5 degrees Celsius. So yeah, guys, while watching this, we do have our link down below. Don't forget to check it out. We are selling our homemaking candle kits, which are using the items that I'm using here today, pre-packed wax, everything that you're going to need to make your own candle at home. If you do want to do a more interactive session along with me or other like-minded people with similar hobbies like candle making, then you can sign up for our course down below. All right, so please check it out if you're interested and you're liking what you see. All right, so as this is melting, you should see it takes on a very watery oil-like texture. So we're just waiting for the finishing touches. Go ahead and turn it off, the boiling water. We're just gonna measure the temperature now. So like I said, 79.5 degrees Celsius, and that's when you're gonna remove your melting pot from the boiling water. All right. So we also provide these thermometers in our kits, very handy. So you don't need to go running around looking for one. Okay, so 79.5 degrees Celsius. So, actually, the smell of melted wax alone is actually pretty therapeutic. It's nice. So for today's fragrance, by the way, we are using something a little different. I like to use a different scent every other time. Today we're going to use peppermint. So yeah, who doesn't like peppermint? We all love peppermint. Very soothing, nice, relaxing smell. All right, we're almost there. We're at 67 degrees Celsius. We're waiting until, so it cannot go above 79.5 degrees Celsius, all right? So we're actually, the aim is we're going to wait till the wax reaches 74 degrees Celsius. Then we're going to start pouring in our fragrance oil, which I have over there. We can't pour the fragrance oil when the wax is too hot, and the reason for that is because the particles, the molecules in the wax actually get blocked. It blocks the fragrance, so you won't have a very strong smelling candle at the end of it, which is why we wait for it to cool down a little. All right, go ahead and remove that if it's under 79 degrees Celsius. All right, let's just leave that here. So during the cooling time, please do not place your wax in the refrigerator or freezer or directly in front of a fan. Just let it cool naturally. What I will suggest is when you're actually making your candles, you want to make sure you're in a very neutral temperature room. Yeah, so you don't want it to be too cold, too hot, because it can affect the cooling process of the candle and how it sets later on. You might end up with sinkholes or just an uneven candle. Maybe some of the wax will cool faster than other parts of the wax. So yeah, it's important to keep in mind the temperature of the room that you're in, all right? So try not to stand directly under a vent or the air conditioner. Usually it's good to be making the candles in a nice, well-ventilated room. Natural breeze can also help cool your wax down, so it can be a little faster in terms of the process. All right, let's take the temperature. So, like I said, 74 degrees Celsius before we pour our oil in. Let me just grab the oil we have today. So today we're going to be using peppermint. We're using 10 ml of peppermint oil, yeah? 10 ml should be more than enough for 150 grams of wax. So it should be a relatively strong smelling candle. All right, 74 degrees Celsius. So once this has cooled down, we're going to pour our fragrance oil in and we're going to gently stir it. You can use a metal rod because it does have cooling effects for the wax as well. So it'll help it cool down a bit more when we pour it into our jar. Okay, or a spoon is fine as well. It's up to you guys. Okay, we're at 72 degrees, which is under 74. All good. Okay. So yeah, you can either pour it in little drops, but I've removed the cap here. So I'm just going to pour it in tiny batches. I find it a little more efficient. It can be really hard to squeeze out the tiny drops. So what we're going to do is just pour it in small batches, and using this glass rod that I have here or a metal spoon, up to you guys, just gently stir it in. Really allow that fragrance to bind with your melted wax, all right? And just the stirring process alone should also help to cool down your wax at the same time. So when the wax reaches around 63 degrees Celsius, that's when we can pour it into the glass jar. We just don't pour it when it's too hot because it is a glass jar. At the end of the day, we want to avoid any cracking or breaking of the jar itself. So just gently stirring, pouring in small batches. You can do this over 1 to 2 minutes. The smell is really strong, which is really nice. So just some benefits of peppermint. It's really good for relieving muscle joint aches and pains. It also has been proven to help relieve headaches. So if you're someone who has migraines or tension headaches after a long stressful day at work, take a whiff of peppermint. It will help. So this candle should be very relieving after a long day of work. Just light the candle up, take a nice warm bath, very comfortable. Also great for reducing stress, by the way, which I know is a big thing now. The pandemic is kind of coming to an end. Most people are returning to work. You might not be used to it. The stress is getting to you. this is a good solution. Just light this up. Practice deep breathing, meditation if you need to. Candle gazing is a really popular technique now for meditation. Just staring at the flame, really unlocking your crown and third eye chakra. It's very effective. All right, let's pour in the last batch. So yeah, the texture does change. You'll notice it becomes a bit more cloudy than it was before. It's not that clear oil-like texture. You have a bit of a liquidy gold texture going on now. A little cloudy, but yeah, the smell is really, really nice, really strong. Like I said, 10 ml should suffice for the size of the candle we're making today. Don't need to go overboard as well. Okay, now we're just gonna grab thermometer, remembering we're wanting to hit anything below 63 degrees Celsius before we pour it into our jar. So yeah, you can see this metal piece is really holding the wick up nice and straight. It's great. So you're not going to have any troubles later on. Almost there. So yeah, guys, I just wanted to update you guys that we will be offering many different fragrances, many different color cubes as well. So if you are interested in that idea I was sharing earlier about healing candles, chakra candles, if you have very spiritual family or friends that you think would enjoy this as a gift, or even just enjoy this process of creating a candle, you can click on the link below or stay tuned to our channel. We will be offering more options in the close future. So there are many different colors that we're going to be offering: red, orange, purple, you name it, we have it. And in terms of fragrances, similar, we do offer different fragrances as well. So stay tuned for more updates. So far, I think on our channel, we've created green tea, lemongrass. Today we have peppermint. We've also done lavender. So yeah, stay tuned for all the different scents that we're going to introduce. Yeah. Okay, so I have my wax without fragrance oil. It's under 63 degrees, which is great. Now we're just going to pour it into the jar right here. I'll leave it here for you guys to see. Just gently pouring it in. So remember, we want to leave at least an inch or an inch and a half worth of space from the brim to how much you pour, okay? Okay, that looks good. Yeah, so if you guys can see, I've left about just an inch or finger or two fingers worth from the end. So this will allow you to also close your candle later on, okay? And now we'll just leave it here. I'm gonna place this metal piece here as well, just to let the rope really set in with the cooling of the wax. So that's about it for today. Um, we're just gonna let that cool down now. So what you want to do is leave your candle in a well ventilated place, not too dark, not too cold, should be nice room temperature to allow the cooling process and to allow the candle to set really evenly. Try to avoid moving the jar as much as you can because this can affect the setting process of your candle, and we highly recommend burning the candle 1 week later. So today is Wednesday, you're gonna burn it next Wednesday or next Tuesday, it's up to you. This will really allow the fragrance to bind in with the wax as it sets, so you're gonna have a stronger, longer lasting candle, okay? So yeah, that's about it for the candle itself. Now I'm just gonna show you guys a quick look into our homemaking candle kits that we offer here, all right? So like I said, the link is down below. I'm just going to show you guys what we have here. So it comes in this nice little box, which you can use for so many things. You can use for storing other items at home as well. Definitely reusable. Okay, so what we have here is this little checklist. Let me get all these things in the way so you guys can have a better look. So yeah, this is a checklist of all the items that you're going to need to actually create your candles, all right? Which is pretty much everything we've used here today. All you're going to really need is maybe a flame to set the fire to boil your water and like a boiling pot. But yeah, we do include our soy wax that we used, our fragrance oil, which you can choose later on. We will have many options for you guys to choose from. candle jar, the wick that we use. We offer wooden end ropes, so really you can also customize your own candles, along with the metal clasp at the end of the wick and the stickers. We also have optional, you can add color cubes to your cart. So if you are interested in making different colored candles, you don't want the plain simple white one, you want to spice things up, you can also add those to your cart. We offer a thermometer in the melting pot as well. So if you can't really remember everything that we covered today, not to worry. We do these live sessions every week or so, and we also do offer courses on one-on-one sessions or sessions with many others to interact with people who enjoy candle making. All right, so we have a DIY step-by-step little paper here, so you can go through each step without feeling stressed that you can't remember what I said during today's live. We have it all down here, so you can really just do it in the comfort of your own home, no stress at all. Okay, so I'll just show you guys what we have in the box. So we have our pre-packed 150 grams of soy wax. So yeah, soy wax is our go-to at the moment, but if you do want to buy your own beeswax or paraffin wax, it's really up to you, but we would recommend getting this. All right, then we have the thermometer that I used earlier on, so you don't have to go running around looking for one. It's not easy to find these, so we have that for you as well. And we also have our candle jar, the same one that I used today, this classic white one with the wooden lid. So it's very minimalist. Also, it's if you plan on giving this as a gift, you can do so much with this. It's basically an empty canvas. If you want to paint it, make it look special, you can write on it, you can bedazzle it, completely up to you. So there's a lot you can do with these. All right. We also offer the melting pot, the same one that I used, and this melting pot I absolutely love. It's so easy to use, and you can use it for so many different purposes. You can use it for baking as well. Like I said, it has the metal clasp, very easy to use. You don't have to keep holding your pot over the hot water for your wax to melt. So this is great. We also offer, like I said, we have the essential oil. So we'll have different options for you guys to choose from. We offer the wick as well, sticker, and the clasp. So yeah, that's about pretty much everything you need. And like I said, if you do want to add color to your candles, we do have that option as well. You can always add onto your cart. And yeah, so that's what we offer in our kit. Please click on the link below if you're interested. Like I said, we have the kits for sale. We also offer candles. We also offer the courses. So if you're interested in the courses, please click on the link below, sign up, and I can't wait to meet all of you and create more candles together. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed today's session. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, tag your friends. Also follow our page for more updates on candle making and to learn more about how to do these steps one by one. All right. So thank you so much. I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.